Every class should have a time limit because overstudies in a day will not help us in our future. Because if we study one subject for 24 hours, we can't remember anything. See, if our facts are not clear, just we are studying number one chapter, two chapter, three chapter, four chapter, whole book completed, but no facts are clear. I will give you guarantee. बाहर में जाओ studies. Nothing will be work in your future. Because if your facts is not clear, then that time nothing will work. Because you are reading like a story. See, if you read it like a formality, just Sir told me to read. I am reading, just not to get punishment. So if you read like that kind of, so it will not give you any fact understanding, and it will not help you to understand what is the theme of the story. So let's compare this topic to studies. If we just study whole the book, but we didn't get any point, so it will not help us to understand the facts and to prepare for our examination. So I think that every class should have a time limit, because in one day there is 24 hours. So if we divide this 24 hours to many parts, so it will be impactful for us. That's it.
Every class has a specific time. I think that the time is very much important for us and also the education system, because when a student reads about one topic, he cannot goes on with that topic for a long time. He needs to change the topic to clear his brain and to shuttle the thing and pressure that he has with the topic. If one student goes on with a topic for a day or a long time, he goes bored of that and cannot do better with that topic. So each period had a time, because when the period comes on with different topics, the student also loves to do it, and it will helps in his education. That's
Okay,
it.
who's gonna give it a try next? Good, fantastic. Okay, Shabnur.
I think the specific time is important because we all know that time is an important value. There is a value of time. If we give too much pressure, then we cannot go on one subject for a long time, on a long day or something. We have to change the time. We have to refresh our mental system. We have to change the topic for our mentality and for our development. If we read about one subject for a long time, then we will only remember the one subject. We cannot remember more than one subject. So it is important to have a specific time limit in every time.
I think this time level is important to maintain a balance of time. If we continue one subject the whole day, we cannot remember more than one subject, and we cannot understand the facts of other subjects. So that's why I think time balance in all the subjects equally is very much important.
So there should be a class limit for 40 to 45 minutes, because if students are learning of topics, same topics for times and times they are passing, then the students will feel boring and they will not pay attention in the class. So to make them attentive in the class, there is a rule of making the class of 40 to 45 minutes. That's it.
Fantastic, super. Okay, give this microphone to Indrila.
I think this time limit is important because within this time limits we can get many more knowledge that will help in our future. 15 minutes or 50 minutes, what the thing we learned is very much important in our life. That's why I think time limit is very much important in everyone's life. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, fantastic.
The time is important because if we continue one subject, we cannot read the other subject. So the one subject have 30 or 40 minutes.
Sir, we cannot read on a subject for many times. We have to refresh our mind to study the next subject. So the school selects a specific time for our every class.
So, firstly, sir, it is very important to give the some time to refresh the student's mind, and I thought that it is very important. This time is very important because if we read a topic for a long time, we cannot memorize it, and we will bore. So, it is very important to give the specific time to refresh our mind. So that's why it is.
Okay,
Time limit is important because if we read for a whole day only one subject, we cannot gain knowledge from other subject and we may bored.
Time limit is important for us because if we are reading the one subject for a long time, we cannot memorize that and we are not attentive on that, and we get tired. So for each subject 30 or 40 minutes are better to give the time. That's the thing.
okay, fantastic.
Sir, I think this process is important because one subject we are learn many times, yeah, many days, we are bored that. So this process is important.
It's a specific time for the class because when we learn a specific topic and a specific subject, then we get bored after 40 or 45 minutes, and after that we should take rest for our brain. So I think the class is more than 40 or 45 minutes. That's all. Thing.
Culture is important because in everybody to maintains the attentively mind. We cannot read any language to one day. We know rest, and we know any language. We cannot know English in 24 hours. We cannot know maths 24 hours. We know the time that in 24 hours. So that culture is important.
Okay, so are you happy with this conversation? Yes, sir. Does it really help you to improve your English communication? Yes, sir. Okay, I think this is very much impactful for us because if we sit for conversation, that really helps us, right? Because you know that if we just come here and do the role play and just stay there for a public speaking, that case we won't be able to be a good communicator. In order to be a good communicator, it's very much important for us to take part in conversation, and that is why it's very much important to take part in group discussion. Okay, so what do you want me to do next day? Advanced grammar, vocabulary, so that you can make your English speaking go to the next level. So next day there will be advanced grammar. Mainly I will be focusing on vocabulary so that you can improve your English communication skill using advanced words, advanced phrases, advanced idioms, etc. Okay, so let's call it a day. Thank you. Good. Fantastic. Super.